Following trends is the most important thing you can do when buying Pokemon cards. Today we're going to talk about 5 different Pokemon cards that I believe are very close to their price floors. Let's get out those debit cards. What's going on, Funhouse crew? Welcome back to the channel, TCG Funhouse, where we open up Pokemon cards, we talk about Pokemon cards, but more importantly than anything else in the history of the world, I'm here to have fun and bring some positivity to you guys here in the Pokemon community. And that's right, it is Monday, and you guys know what that means. We talk about Pokemon investing / building our Pokemon TCG collection of our dreams every single Monday here on YouTube, focusing on things like, undervalued cards, trends, facts. If you've been on my channel, you guys know what that means, the Funhouse facts. Very, very important. And today is no different, guys. We're going to be looking at 5 different Pokemon TCG cards that I believe are approaching their price floor, which means it's just about time to pull the trigger on these cards and add them to your collection / long-term Pokemon TCG investment portfolio. But right before we start diving into the list, make sure you guys stay tuned to the very end of the video, because this is your first opportunity at the March giveaway, which is... That's my drum roll. A Brilliant Stars Elite Trainer Box. That's right, guys. We're giving away this beautiful Brilliant Stars Elite Trainer Box here on the channel to one lucky subscriber. And if you want your full entry details, make sure you stay tuned, because, that's the only way you know what to do to get your chance to win this beautiful, scrumptious Brilliant Stars ETB. But without further ado, let's dive right in today's video, guys. And I'm going to be starting with a card that I'm actually very, very surprised at its current price point, and it is still falling. And I'm going with the Mew VMAX alternate art from Fusion Strike. I love Mew. I love Mew cards. I was actually super excited for Fusion Strike because Mew was the anchor for the set. And every time I pull a Mew while opening Fusion Strike, I get excited, right? So, this card, I was surprised when it dropped below $100, and it was kind of blown out of the water by the Gengar and the Espeon alternate arts, which really, really surprised me. I thought that the Mew was going to be the chase card for this set forever, maybe being pushed a little by Gengar, but Mew was really where it was at for me. So I was surprised when it dropped below 100. I was surprised when it dropped all the way to 80. And now I'm still continuing to be surprised, because every time I look this card up, it is just down a couple more dollars. You can get it right now over on TCG Player, and its market price around $70 to $72 right now. It just continues to fall. And it's almost at that I have to buy this card price point for me. And that price is, if it's going to get to around $50, is my buy now price. And I could definitely see it getting there, which was unfathomable to me when this card first released. But every time I check, it's down $3-4. So if we're going on the current trend, this card will probably reach that $50 marker in about another 2 to 3 to 4 months. So I'm going to be keeping my eye on it. Save this to your hotbar, save this to your favorites, guys, and keep searching it, because if this card does indeed fall to that $50 to $55 marker, it is going to be worth snatching up and adding to your collection. And you can see from the chart there, it has kind of plateaued a little bit around that $75 range, but it is still coming down. Like I said, it's just a couple bucks at a time, but if we're patient, in about 60 to 90 days, it'll be there. Moving forward here on the list is actually a card from the newest set that just came out, Brilliant Stars. I'm talking about the Charizard VSTAR. The regular Charizard VSTAR card has really taken a hit in price early on, to the point to where it's even more affordable right now than the Arceus VSTAR, which is kind of really, really strange to me. To think that there's another variant of a card that is more expensive than a Charizard inside the same set. I can't remember the last time that has happened, if it has ever happened. And the Charizard VSTAR has fallen right now. You can get it for about $30 over on TCG Player at its market price. At one point, it was $85, $87, and then it was dropped all the way down to $22, $23. people realized that $22, $23 for this card is the buy area, and that's what it is for me as well. If this card gets down to 20 bucks again, I'm gonna start snatching them up, and I do think that it will get there. Because as Wave 2 and Wave 3 comes out, a lot of people are talking how Wave 2 is actually going to get them more product from their distributors than Wave 1 will, which will add even more of these Charizard cards to the market, right? More to TCG Player, more to eBay, more to buy and add to your collection, which is going to spike this card a little bit farther down. And if it gets to below 20 bucks and right around that $20 marker, I say it's worth picking up for a couple reasons, right? One, it's Charizard. Two, it's the very first time we're getting VSTAR cards, right? So VSTAR cards are not going to be printed forever. And it's the very first time we got them, so that kind of makes me think that there might be, something there, right? So buying these Charizard VSTAR cards right now at a $20 price point, it's better than a V. Technically, I would say it's better than a VMAX, even though the Charizard VMAX from Darkness Ablaze is 40 bucks. I can really see this settling in that range too down the road. So buying them at a $20 price point and watching them get back up to 40, 45, I think is a pretty cool play, because I don't think it will take that long for that cycle to play out. I don't think we're going to be waiting 10 years for it to get back to 40, 45. I think it's going to come right down with a big spike down, and then it's going to go right back up in no time at all. So picking these Charizard V-Stars up around that $20 buy price for me, I think is a good play. Another card here on this list, which is actually pretty similar to the Mew VMAX at a lower price point, is the Umbreon Gold Star from Classic Collection Celebrations. This card just continues to fall. A lot of people thought that this was going to be one of the primary chase cards for Celebrations, which has really turned into a 2-card race at this point. It's Golden Mew and Charizard reprint. Gold Star Umbreon has really fallen out of favor, and it is all the way down to $25 right now at near mint condition over on TCG Player. Now, my buy price for this card is just like the Charizard V-Star. It's $20 or below. If this card falls at market price down to $20 or below, or you find yourself being able to pick some of these up at your LGSs or on eBay or something for $20 or below, I would pull my trigger on those, because it still is a fan favorite Pokemon in Umbreon. It's a shiny variant, right? It's a Gold Star. People love the Gold Stars. And not only that, but it's from Celebrations, the 25th anniversary set, that a lot of people are going to love. I know a lot of people that came back into collecting for Celebrations specifically, and getting these Umbreon Gold Star cards and stuff like that was super, super special. So the fact that it has fallen from grace, right? Because when it first came out, you were still looking at 70, 75 bucks. It's made it all the way down to 25, and I don't think it's done yet. And eventually Celebrations is going to be unavailable, right? You're not going to be able to find it. You're not going to be able to buy it. And that's when you're going to see this price to come up. And because it's the 25th anniversary set, I think Pokemon might be moving past Celebrations sooner than they're going to be moving past the sets like Evolving Skies, Fusion Strike, Brilliant Star. They don't want to be attached to that 25th anniversary for much longer. And it's not a set that has a bunch of playable TCG cards in it. So for terms of that, it doesn't make sense to continue to print these cards for people to add to their decks and things like that, right? So I do see them moving past Celebrations faster than the current standard sets. So it might be time to buy them, especially if you hit that $20 price point. $20 must just be my spot in today's video, because I have another card that is worth buying, in my opinion, once it hits that $20 and below marker. And that's the Pikachu V full art card from Vivid Voltage. Another card that has fallen quite significantly from grace, almost in half, right? So when this set first came out, you were looking at a $50 price point, $60 price point. It has fallen all the way down to its current market price of $24 to $25. Very, very similar trajectory to the Gold Star Umbreon. And again, Pikachu, fan favorite. It's a full art card, so it's not the rainbow. It's not the rarest card in the set, but it is a beautiful card nonetheless, with the pink and electricity background. And anytime you're adding things like full art Pikachus to your collection, I think it's a good ordeal, as long as it's not overly flooded like the Celebrations VMAXs and full art reprint for that base set reprint. But the Pikachu V from Vivid Voltage, once it hits that $20 or below price point, I think it is 100% worth buying and adding to your collection, because it is really not that common of a card. It is not, there's not a ton of these over on TCG Player. There's about 70 in near mint condition, because Vivid Voltage is one of those sets that has been inside a lot of collection boxes and a lot of Pokeball tins and things like that. Like, they're still giving us Vivid, but as Vivid keeps moving, it's probably going to be pushed to the wayside a little bit more. So getting the full art Pikachu right now is very, very important, especially if it reaches that $20 marker. Like, again, guys, I'm just like stuck on 20 bucks. Like, I just do not want to spend more than 20 bucks on a Pokemon card right now. And this card falls under that category. It's a great pickup if you can find it right around that price. So we've reached the final slot on today's list, which means you guys are going to get a couple of cards that are related. So instead of just one card to keep an eye out for, I'm going to give you 4 cards in this case. And I never really expected to have this conversation this soon, but I'm going back to Brilliant Stars already, to the trainer gallery this time. And I'm specifically want to talk about all of the Eeveelution character rares. Now, these cards have not been extraordinarily rare by any means. There's about 100 of all of these up on TCG Player right now, and the set has only been out officially for like a week and a half. So it's really surprising to me how far these cards have fallen already, with all of them being under that $5 price point. So Vaporeon is pushing right around $5 still, but Flareon and Jolteon are around 4, and the Eevee is actually around 3. And these cards are going to continue to come down in price. And the reason why I bring them up is because I do think they're all going to fall to around that $2 to $3 range. And if they get under $3, if you can start picking up the Flareon and such for like $2, $2.50, 100% start loading up on these Eeveelutions trainer gallery cards. Because look what happened to the Pikachu card from Cosmic Eclipse. The Pikachu character rare from Cosmic Eclipse exploded in price about 12 months after the set was released. When the set was released, you were able to pick up the Pikachu character rare for right around like $4 or $5, to the point to where I sold like 3 of them for like $5 a piece. And now I'm kicking myself in the butt because they're worth about $45, $50. I don't know if the Eeveelutions will reach that extent and will reach that peak, but I definitely see them doubling, tripling, or quadrupling in price, especially if you can buy them for that $3 price point. You're telling me that this character rare Eevee is not going to be $20, $25 in the future? Like, it may not be $45, $50 like the Pikachu is, but it is 100% going to jump in price. And even if you're just looking for 5x back on your investment, buying these cards for $2.50 means you only need to sell them for $12. That's insane. All of these cards are going to be over $12 in the future, whether it's 1 year or 2 years from now. It doesn't matter. They're going to be more than that $2.50 price point, which is really where I'm looking. And if they start to approach that, I'm going to start loading up on them and adding them to my collection times 1,000. Like, this is a really big buy right now. Keep your eye on these trainer gallery cards, specifically the Eeveelutions, because they're fan favorites and they're going to be like super, super hot, super popular in the future. It's just a no-brainer to me. All right, guys, that's it. That's my Monday video this week. It seems to be your guys' favorite video. You love when I talk trends and pricing and investing in the Pokemon TCG. Thank you guys so much. If you're new to the channel, drop a sub. We post Pokemon content a couple times every single week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday at minimum. Might be dropping to 2 videos, 3 videos. I'm not sure, guys. I have a lot of flux happening right now in my schedule and what's going to be happening and going around and all this kind of stuff, guys. So bear with me, but drop us up here, guys. Smash a like. It really, really helps the channel out as well. But, I mean, I know you guys are really just waiting for the entry details on that Brilliant Stars ETB. Well, I mean, I guess you've waited long enough. Here they are, right now. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end of today's video. That means you've earned it. You have earned the right to get your entry details for today's giveaway, for the monthly giveaway of the entire month of March. A Brilliant Stars Elite Trainer Box. That's right. Brilliant Stars is one of the most popular sets to come out in a very, very long time, and I'm excited to give some back to my subscribers here, to the Pokemon community. And all you guys have to do to get your entry, guys, is you must be a subscriber here on the TCG Funhouse YouTube channel. You must like this video, and you must comment below on this video as well. If you do those 3 things, you will get your entry for the Brilliant Stars ETB giveaway for the month of March. And the cool thing is, you can get an entry for every single video in the month of March for this Brilliant Stars Elite Trainer box. So as long as you do those 3 things on every single video that we post here in March, you will get an entry, and we do the giveaways at the end of every single month. I'm really excited to be giving this one away because you guys are stoked for this set. It's a great set, and you know, so am I. I just love giving back to guys as a thank you for supporting the TCG Funhouse YouTube channel. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for you today. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night.